Good morning, family. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening, family. Welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. Happy Thanksgiving to those of y'all who um, celebrate Thanksgiving. I acknowledge it as a gathering of, family and friends. There are some of us who do not um, celebrate, and so I want to acknowledge you too. Some of y'all, it's more depressing to go and be around your so-called family members than it is to enjoy the day without them. So what I'm saying is, um, uh, you know, I just wanted to acknowledge that I hear a lot of crazy noises. So y'all hold on a minute. Anyways, excuse that interruption. Y'all know when I start making videos, my dogs begin to go crazy. But and this is I want to again everybody that's celebrating with family this holiday. I want to say a good God bless you to you. Uh, but those who like Brittany Griner, who are straying from their family members in prisons across America for light collar and blue collar crimes. Those of y'all, I want to send my condolences out to you, and hopefully one day I know we'll all be free, free from the oppressor and free from just inhumane treatment. So as this states, Brittany Griner is being held at Russia's harshest prison colony with slave-like conditions, claims former inmate. I know exactly what human rights abuses they perform. The Russian penal colony where Brittany Griner is serving her 9-year sentence is said to be one of the toughest institutions in the country, with slave-like conditions that are bound to become a nightmare of daily torture for the WNBA star, per news report. And like I said, if y'all one of the people that don't have any compassion for anybody, please don't show up on my page with your dumb ass comments. Because I'm really not interested in your devilish and demonic behavior. My mama used to always tell me, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Just don't say nothing. Because if you come over here with that dumb crap, I'm going to check you. Okay? Because I don't want your demonic energy on my page. Okay? That's the way I feel about it. And I'm being very sincere. Okay? Now, Brittany was transferred to the facility in Yavis last week, where inmates are known to spend their days doing labor and are kept in barracks as opposed to separate cells. In an interview with MSNBC this week, Russian musician and activist Nadia Tolokonnikova, who spent 2 years in a nearby penal colony in 2012 for mocking President Vladimir Putin's relationship with Russia's Orthodox Church, says she's worried for Brittany and challenges she's ultimately going to be faced with at the camp. I'm terrified that Brittany was moved to IK-12, she said. Y'all got to realize Brittany is 6'8", which is taller than all the women that I know and most that y'all know. So just by sheer aesthetics of what her body size is, and to put her in one of those small ass barracks and all that kind of stuff, and then the joints of people who are very tall, have to be massaged, have to be kept limbo, because it's very difficult on the body when you're tall like that. Getting up from small places, sitting in small chairs. That's why most of the stuff is special made for people who have those, abilities. So, and it's like you got to make money when you tall and big like that because you can't find nowhere to fit you. You can't find no clothes, no beds, no nothing. Anyway, it's one of the harshest colonies. It is literally the harshest colony in the whole Russian prison system. Now, I know every single chief official who works at IK-12, and I know exactly what human rights abuses that they perform on a daily basis and the kind of torture they use against prisoners. Nadia said. It and she also asserts that it's not uncommon for women to be overworked by forcing them to commit 17 hours of labor a day with little or no breaks. Okay. And I got fools on my end telling me, "Oh, that's wonderful. She shouldn't have knelt down. She shouldn't." I'm like, "You racist ass. She shouldn't have kneeled." So now you're saying that that's a good deal that she's in Russia because she knelt down and she didn't want to stand for the American flag. I don't really think a lot of y'all people understand who we are because we in America that we were forced to be. Okay, that's number one. That where we were a country that we were enslaved in, and still to this day, y'all reap the benefits of our labor, and then you got the nerve to get mad. And I bet you most of y'all don't even know the words to the national anthem. Because if you were a sane and rational person, there's no way in the world you could read that second stance and not understand what the hell black people don't want to stand for. There's no place to run for the slave and all that kind of crazy shit. Okay. Anyway, we just need to do a trade deal um, and give uh, uh, them what they want for them to send Brittany back. Whether she plays another game of basketball or not, it's not even my concern. My concern is that this woman is damn near 7 foot tall in a barrack and made to do inhumane labor, inhumane conditions. And that's just inhumane. You know, it just absolutely makes no sense to me. And it makes no sense to me how, most Americans can think this is okay. Whether you black, whether you white, doesn't really matter to me because, like I said, I don't really care. I go by where your heart is at. I know a lot of black people who are sick as hell, and I wouldn't want them at my dog show. Okay, let alone white person. So I'm judging the heart of man. And if you don't have no compassion, I don't care if she didn't kill nobody. Whatever she did was something that would affect her. And in the literal sense, it has. To the utmost. Okay? And I just wish she would be in a situation where they can make some kind of deal to get her back home. I mean, this person, she spoke from her own conditions when she was there. She said medical help usually goes unanswered. Even if the inmate complains about torturous behavior from the guards, can you imagine what they doing to Brittany? And they racist, and she's and they homophobic. Obviously, they do not see anything and are not witnesses of your torture. Her comments heavily insinuated that the women locked up at a penal colony usually have to suck it up and find the strength to keep going, regardless of how hard the labor work may be. But I don't want to lose hope. And since Brittany is a public figure with a huge amount of support behind her with friends and family, she's also being backed by political figures such like President Biden. Uh, Nadia believes that penal colony officials will usually refrain from torturing public figures because of their celebrity status. But that doesn't rule out that Brittany's experience could be very well end up in a similar to what Nadia had endured. So, uh, this is insane. And I hope, for her sake, that the end is near, and meaning that she can come out and come back home to her family. Okay, so with that being said, if you like what you hear, subscribe, share the channel. All right, y'all, come on with it now. And we'll see you in the next video.